Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field. It's a perfect night for baseball. Welcome to the Sunday Night Showcase. It's the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton. I'm John Schaffner. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill, Shota Imanaga. What do we have on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Okay, all set to go. Carson Bench up now for the Mets. Swing and a pop-up. Swanson settles under this one. And there's one away. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And no doubt a big factor in this series so far, Luis Torrens.
Yeah, Boog, and he's been just clutch for this team so far in the series. 5 runs batted in to this point. You know, guys like him who can just slow the game down, quiet the nerves when there are runners on base or pressure situations, they're as valuable as it gets. We'll see if he keeps making an impact today.
Here's a high chopper. Corner. The underhand flip, and they get the out.
Batting third, the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. First pitch swinging. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that
makes the catch, inning over. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Wrigley Field, and taking the ball for the Mets, David Peterson. What do you have on him, Chris?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plate. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong.
But one thing about being a great switch hitter, it's so tough to keep both of your swings sharp. I mean, sometimes it can feel like a long time in between at bats against a lefty or vice versa. You can work on both swings, but there's only so much a guy can do in the batting cage.
Chopper right side, and it goes just foul. The 1-2. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
The right fielder, number 13.
Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
And that's in for a strike. 0-2. In the air, right field. 2 up, 2 down. And next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Line drive. And that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And a foul ball. Man at second. Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Back here at the friendly confines. Top of the second. So the Chicago Cubs are holding their own so far this season. But Singy, that might be below expectations for this group.
Yeah, they had some heavy expectations coming into the year, and so far they've been around the 500 mark. Not exactly lighting the league on fire. That's not to say they can't turn it on and start cruising up the standings, but they need to start showing something soon.
That one fouled off.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Tap foul at the plate. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
0-2 now.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Robert with a homer in his last game. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Singy. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Second inning here, no score. In the air to left center. And that'll do it. Offense held in check there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied. Welcome back to the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. Leading off, Michael Busch. That one's in there. 0-1. Hard hit left side. Bichette whips it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting sixth, the second baseman,
Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. On the ground at first. Mauricio takes it himself. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And Happ up to hit.
The key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Happ lays off.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Ball, that's out.
The 2-2 on the way. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2-2. On the ground. Bichette. And that is that. We'll move to the third with no score. Back at the ballpark where we're on sweep alert, Siggy. We came on the air talking about that, and so far, neither team is backing down.
Nobody wants to be on the wrong end of a sweep. For one team, it's about making a statement, and for the other, it's about salvaging respect.
Fouled off. He was late.
Well, these Mets, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boo.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here is Marcus Semien. Drilled in the air out towards right center. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Batting up, the catcher, number 13, Luis Torres.
Out to short, Swanson. On to first. That's the inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's Major League. As we go to the last of the third. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. Peterson back to work. Hit hard, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Good start for him in this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
0-1. There's a strike.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure.
Behind his back to second. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next to hit. Right through there for a strike.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Vientos whips it to first. Inning over. Cubs are down quietly. Back here for the Sunday night showcase. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Carson Bench. Left field, Happ on his horse. Won't get to this one. It drops foul.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Got him swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with. But they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there. And really, they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. Bush steps on the bag. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
The shortstop.
Bo Bichette up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. Line drive, base hit down the line. And that extends the inning.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
This one smoked on its way out of here. A 2-run homer. That's his 3rd home run of the series. And the Mets on the board first. It's 2-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So 2 down. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So Luis Robert now gets a chance with 2 gone. Can't glove it cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Up next to the Mets, the first baseman.
First and second, 2 outs. Ronnie Mauricio now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. The Mets trying to break this one open. Top half of inning number 4. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Stuck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's the back here at the ballpark. Let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Right fielder, number 13, Kevin Alcantara.
Aye.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And a man aboard.
He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
The 0-1. Ground ball left side, could be 2. On to Simeon. 2 gone as they hit into their second double play in the first 4 innings.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Here's Alex Bregman. Grounded out his first time up.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
There's the strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. Around second is Bregman. Doesn't stop. Heads for home. The relay throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time. And they cut down the run to end the inning.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Too high. Ball.
Nice grab. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Up next for the Mets, the catcher, number 13, Luis Torrens.
Foul ball there. Yeah, the lefty with the 0-1. Late with the swing there. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Chop to the left side. Bregman. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Back to the top of the Mets order. Now it's the right fielder, Carson Benj.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
And that one hammered. Fair ball. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a pop-up. Corner. And that is that. Mets leave 1, but they hold the 2-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Nico Hoerner will come up to hit.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
This looks like extra bases. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the 5th.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Bichette whips it to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. So now with 1 away and a man at second. And up next for Chicago, Carson Kelly.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
0-2 now. This one smashed down the right field line. Base hit! That gets by him. Runner around third on his way to the plate, and now they trail by 1.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Man at second. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split-finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Definitely a tough play, but he seems to have had a little trouble getting rid of it, and that made all the difference. With the speed running up.
Base hit into the outfield. Runner around third. He scores to tie it up. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Siggy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't, and this is when it's clear.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. The feed for one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. We're through. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Bo Bichette digs in now.
The shortstop, Bo Bichette.
On a line out towards center. Crow Armstrong moving back for this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they slide in front in the sixth. It's 3-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
At the plate, Mark Vientos. Here's a nugget. When Imanaga was announced at his introductory press conference, he charmed the local fans and media by memorizing the words to Go Cubs Go. I asked Imanaga if there was one other song that he could learn in English, what would it be? And he said, A Whole New World, the theme to Aladdin. 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, the center fielder, Luis Robert.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Fought off foul. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that is that. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. This is the Sunday night showcase on MLB The Show. Bottom of the 6th inning. And here's the DH for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that was an important at-bat this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
The 1-0. In there at the knees for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation run on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
The Cubs with the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Vientos whips it to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. And up next for Chicago, Michael Busch. Towards first. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Now that's smacked to right center. And that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score and then tie it. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Line drive, that's a base hit. Here comes the runner. Fires to the plate. Save!
He did it.
In comes the run from second. It's 4-3. One out, man at first. And now Ian Happ. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. And it one-hops the wall. Porter flies around third. Now a relay to the plate.
He got it.
Safe. It's 5-3.
Picks himself up at RBI. First pitch fastball, a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Vientos sends it to first, and that is out number 2.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Swanson at the plate now, and that's strike one. Man on second, 2 down. And that drops in for a strike.
Oh, that's foul.
Foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. Welcome back. The sweep is still in play, but they'll need a late rally to make that happen, Singing.
This is when you find out a lot about a club's makeup, Boog. Fight, focus, and how badly they want it. Of course, I'm talking about both sides.
Swanson slings to first. One pitch and 1 out. Now it's Marcus
The batter,
Semien.
number 10, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Swing and a miss. That's strike one. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Daniel Palencia, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Thielbar, the lefty, warming up as well. Swings over the top of that one.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off, see if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first in time. And 2 away to start the 7th. That's a laser base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Mets.
So back to the top of the order. Carson Bench getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. That one ripped. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And a double puts runners at second and third with 2 out.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and now on the bump, Daniel Palencia.
All they need from him right here is 1 out, but that's easier said than done for sure. Lots of pressure with 2 runners in scoring position. He does have the 1 open base to work with if needed.
So the tying run at second. Laser base hit. 1 run's in. Another comes in to score. Relay throw to second. He is safe.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Go-ahead run on base. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Man at second. Rips one to right. This one could be trouble. Coming around third is Soto. And they take the lead in the seventh. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3. Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That just misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
On the ground to third. In time to Bush. That is the inning. So they get 3. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Pete Crow Armstrong. Sliced hard but foul. And that one is lifted in the air. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Cubs, the right fielder, number 13.
And it's fouled off. The Mets trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
That's
Definitely
a ball.
a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Stays alive. Looking to get the tying run on base. In there, sets him down on strikes.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
So up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. And that's a base hit, and the tying run is on base. Late swing, fouled off.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. And that gets down into the gap. And the go-ahead run is on base. The tag, see.
Just a nice job coming through at a pretty high leverage spot right there. And another boogie back coming up here. Looking for a way to get that tying run across with 2 outs.
On the ground to first.
No, foul
down
ball.
the line, and it's foul. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton ready to begin the 8th. Mark Vientos now at the plate. That one at triple digits. Movement in the Cubs bullpen, Shelby Miller up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Thielbar, a left-hander, also throwing. Here's the 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 0-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a foul out of play. There's a 1-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Ball, that's out.
This one in the air, right field. Dives, but it falls. Could be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. The relay, save.
No, he beat it. He beat it.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
One down, runner at third. Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. And there's a foul ball.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Oh, 1 now. This one in the air, center field. And makes the grab. Runner tags for home. The relay throw. Safe. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. First pitch swinging.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Two down, nobody on. This to center field. Hauls it in after a long run. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The second baseman, Nico.
Right through there for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That's to third. Vientos tosses to first.
No, he's out.
Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, A.J. Minter.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
He's got it. Out number 2.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Kelly stands in now and watches strike 1. Up the middle. Simeon toss over to first. And that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Hunter Harvey gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Check swing. He went 0-1. Got the bat going too soon at strike 2.
from a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Check swing, but he went too far. And the count is 0-2. Drilled out towards left center field. Carrying well. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He sends one out the opposite way. His second of the year. And they tack one on the board. It's 8-5.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Bush takes it to the bag. Two gone now. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for New York, Bo Bichette. In the air to left center. And that is that. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot. It's now 8-5. You're watching the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. Here at Wrigley Field, stepping in, Dansby Swanson. Kevin Williams on to try and close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Williams measures 6 feet 2 inches, 31 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Ground ball left side, and it stays fair. Can't grab it cleanly. Around first and hustling for second.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
And up next for Chicago, Kevin Alcantara.
Nope, that's a ball. Ball, that's upstairs.
Missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Man at second. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Three-two now. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Soto under it. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Cubs, the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep.
Well, I'd say we got treated to a good one. Gotta love a game when you get 13 runs on the board. A lot of offense, but it doesn't end in a blowout. Tons of really good at-bats to look back on in this one.
And this one ends with the score 8.